Shalom, Rabbi Yom Tov Glazer from the depths of Jerusalem, underneath the world above us, which is just a little bit over that way, is the Temple Mount. You know, sometimes I'll be teaching around the world and people will be thinking like, this isn't very relevant, meaning Judaism isn't very relevant because, you know, like, first of all, where did it all come from? Who says it's even true? Who says it's real? Et cetera, et cetera. And I once had someone say that to me here inside like the old city overlooking the Temple Mount itself. And he said that to me, and I normally wouldn't do this, but I slapped the guy. The guy was like, whoa, what was that? I said, listen, if we were having this conversation in a class I was giving over in Los Angeles, I understand that in the middle of Hollywood, you know, Judaism just doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem relevant. It doesn't seem like it matters at all. But in the old city, overlooking the actual ruins of the Temple Mount, where we found coins from King David, who was the king over Jerusalem some 400 years after Mount Sinai. Like, what? You know, it is so real, so 3D, so right in your face, like nothing else could be. But we're in a very special time right now where God has sent us a direct message to let us know that this is real. It's not called Israel for nothing here, that this is real. And what is that message? That message is never forget. You know, I grew up in Los Angeles, surfer in LA, growing up as a Jew. We always were told, never forget, never forget, never forget. And it was a very strange thing to tell the Jews because we're not going to perpetrate holocausts. So who was all that never forget for, even though we always yelled it, you know, said it to each other? We didn't yell it. It was for the Gentiles. The Gentiles should never forget what they did to us in the Holocaust. But of course, you know, it was more of a Jewish thing, the never forget business. What is that all about? Well, it turns out that the words never forget is the words lo tishkach, which is a quote from the Torah regarding the fact that Amalek, which is the evil that gets embodied in people to prevent Israel from attaining its perfection, which is interdependent with the land of Israel, the temple, and the tribes of Israel coming home. Amalek is sworn to prevent that from ever coming back. And so the lo tishkach, never forget, is for the Jews. Why? Because no matter how far away the Jews go, to the point where Judaism no longer seems relevant, that the Gentiles will wake up, you know, like a sleeper cell of this nation called Amalek. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it. Google the word Amalek in there. And this nation Amalek will wake up and come back and attack the Jews. Generally, when we are falling away, when our doubts in the relevance of God and Torah are at its strongest, that's when Amalek shows up. And in fact, the word doubt in Hebrew, safek, is the numerical value Amalek. They're the same exact numerical value, which tells you that when you're in doubt, that is Amalek's chance to rise up. And so what's the never forget? The never forget is a message to you. It's a message to you that when they rise up, remember that it is relevant. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget our overarching goal, our destiny. Don't forget our job on this planet to be human, to love, to care, that there is a God, that there's a destiny. Don't forget your destiny. Oh, everything's become irrelevant. You're busy with other things. Your mind has become, you know, spaghetti on internet or on social media. Well, they're going to rise up. Don't forget who you are. Come home. Start now.